In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hello, everyone. Why is this so always having problems with my screen? Is it me or is that like better? Let's try this one. This is my new cleaning material. I don't know. I still feel like I am not clean looking. I feel like I'm cloudy or something, but maybe that's just in my brain. Maybe my brain is going wacky like Nicki Minaj. I said it. Hold on, guys. I said it. And what? This is the wrong brush. And what? What are you going to do? I said it. I already said it, Nikki. And your own people are saying it about you. Like we can't take your confessions, first of all. Please stop confessing that your husband is a PDF. We don't want to hear it anymore. We know. We know. All right. Let's move on to another PDF, even though that has not been established. But mark my words, it will get established. There will be another trial on Diddy, a big one. Predicted it in advance. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Let's see who's here first. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Food Creations. Hi, Noel. Down with the diddler. Down with the diddler. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Jade. Did you ever do a reading on his victims? I don't know. I guess I did. I don't know. I didn't know how many there were. I feel like I did Cassie. Let me see. I feel like I did Cassie because that's the only one I knew at the time. Mm-mm. Nope. I never did a reading on the victims. It was all Diddy based. Cassie came into it because I thought there was one where I had him and a picture of her in it. Diddy speaks. Diddy updates. Where is Diddy? I feel like there's a lot of Diddy videos missing. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only did 4 Diddy videos. That don't even sound right. But as far as I could tell, did I ever do Carisha? I feel like I did Carisha too. All right. Let me see. What's Young Miami, right? See if I can find if I did Young Miami. Young Miami. I feel like I did her. I did Young Miami, aka Carisha. Oh, Carisha. That's it. I did one on Young Miami, which today's reading is going to involve Young Miami. All right. Oh, I met Nikki's husband? I probably did, but it was probably through Nikki. Why? Why? He's guilty of everything. He's already been found guilty. Why am I going to look at more? Why is my thing not charging? Okay, there you go. Oh, I meant to bring this away. Yeah, I don't care about Nikki's husband. He's a perv, a pedo perv, and her brother is too. So, hi, Tiffany. Okay, so I made this today. I'm very proud of myself. I did state in one of my other videos that Kim was going to come back to haunt him. I didn't know how, where, when, but I knew that taking Kim out, that was going to be his downfall. That was going to be the beginning of his downfall, taking her out. Now, let's look at some of the other videos and then we'll talk about Carisha. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one to start.
So I tried saying this before, and so many people were ready to jump my shit, but I'm gonna say it now. I never believed that Diddy treated Carisha the way he treated every other woman he had access to. I think Diddy really actually loved Carisha. Now, I'm not saying he's a good person, because he's not. I'm saying that was his karma. Because think about all the women that he did objectify, that he did hurt, and all the other horrible things he did to people that weren't even tied to him in a romantic way. The way he got served his ass on a platter, right when he finally found someone that he felt was worthy of his love, worthy of his adoration, worthy of the pedestal that he put them on privately and in public. Just to have all of that, including them, ripped away. Justice. Justice.
So, guys, do you remember me saying that, what's her name? Azara, the little girl with R. Kelly, was going to be his downfall? Do you guys remember me saying that? And ultimately, she was the one that defended him, much like Gina's doing. Because Gina needs her $10,000 a month. And what's her name? Azaria kept defending R. Kelly, and she fought for R. Kelly. He did nothing wrong. He's a good man, right? When somebody's screaming and yelling like that, you just kind of have to sit back and go, okay, sweetie, right? Because that screaming and yelling means they have something to lose or to gain, or he wasn't in jail yet, so that means he was in the back threatening her. And her method of defense had everything to do with whether or not she ate that night or whether or not he beat her up. So she had to defend him. I gotta defend him. He did nothing wrong. Nothing. Was that the interview with Gayle King? Right? You guys remember that? Well, little prissy Miss Carisha wrote a very lovely letter for Diddy. Was Carisha his downfall? Right? Was Carisha his downfall? Secretly. One thing I can tell you about Carisha, she's a mom and she's desperate. Carisha's the type that will be desperate. So it's not, would she turn on him? Did she turn on him? I don't think that's the point. The point is, she has survival skills. And a good bitch with survival skills would write that letter to the judge, but also would have confessed her truth somewhere else so that the judge knows that she's doing it under duress. What the hell's happening? You okay? All right. Thank you for being okay. Thank you. My point to you is, the one person that's not dumb in this group is Carisha, and she has survival skills. And sometimes survival skills means lying for the greater good. All right. Let's look at another video. Let me see what you guys got to say. Hey, Sheena, how you doing? I don't think Carisha was getting beat like the others. Why, though? Tell me why. You're right, but why? Because he already knew he was going down. He could not afford to have someone currently getting the treatment that all the other girls got. He had Diageo, Dilettante on his ass. He had a fight that he was going to put up with them. I'm not going to let them get away with this with a black man. He needed a woman that would have his back. Not a fragile woman. Like Cassie is fragile, always has been. He needed someone that had the guts and the gumption to come forward and be that queen for him. At the stage that he was at, you're right, she did not get beat. But I'm going to give you an example that might help a lot of you. Have you ever heard of a story where everybody got molested by their dad? But the one grandchild, female grandchild, says, he was the best thing for me, and I can't even imagine not having him in my life. Because at some point, after molesting all your daughters, you get that light bulb, or that one grandchild is born, and you're like, this is heaven. Now I get it. This is my lineage. I love my granddaughter. And he never touched her. That's Diddy. There's that point where all of that ugly cannot happen anymore. And that's why Carisha didn't get a beat down or a sex, but I think she was involved in some sex. I think she was. But I'm also looking at whether or not she is his. What's that name? Azura? Hi, Carlito. How are you? Yes, you said Kim is going to come back for Diddy. Come back, Kim. Come back. Be there today. Sit next to his mama. Oh, girl, did you know his mama had a brain tumor? That's why she walks the way she does. I thought it was old age. She had a brain tumor. It must show up in her eyes because she never goes without her glasses. Thank you, Blooming Lotus. She says my hair is beautiful. Thank you. Y'all know why. Let's just stop for a minute. It is Tracy Brown. Let me see, TracyBrownLive.com, right? And oh wait, and if you order a oil, you get a wishing bracelet. All photos. Wait. Shadows. Let's take this. No, shadows are fine. Contrast. Nope. Let's leave the contrast alone. Brightness. Oh, yeah, brightness. Saturation. And then you get a wishing bracelet. Let me put it up here. Done. For free. Hopefully it'll go up. Sometimes these things don't compute. All right. Sometimes they don't compute though, so I don't know what it's talking about. Image. See, didn't I tell you? It does not compute sometimes. Done. Okay, that might be. Oh, I just got a ringing in my ear. I wonder why. Then you get a wishing bracelet. Please don't do that. Please stop that. Please, we can't share your ass. My goddamn keyboards. Oh my God. Move. Oh my God. Let me wipe my keyboard off now. It's time to go through this keyboard with the Q-tip anyway. All right? And that's if you order my rosemary oil. With this good rosemary Caribbean. It's rosemary biotin oil. All right, back to the topic at hand. Remove, remove, remove. Temporarily. Let's get you back. Let's look at another video.
Hey y'all, it's your granny, your TikTok granny. Just some updates before we get this verdict ran. I want to just go over some stuff. I had a chance to look, P. Diddy trial updates. I had a chance to look over read some of those impact statements. We have Dion Nash, allegedly for entertainment purposes, TikTok updates. And just before we get to sentencing, Deontay Nash, the stylist that started working for Diddy in 2000 to 2018, he wrote an impact statement. He talked about how the alleged, AB was happening, and he talks about immensely how he was scared and that he always kept a to-go bag in case he needed to flee, allegedly, in his impact statement. Another impact statement that I thought was really good, and this was a really good witness because it was Chef Jordan, Sean Jordan, and she was Diddy's chef, and she had been his chef for quite a while. She was 20 years old when she started working for Diddy. And you guys, it was so crazy. She was a great, she would have been a great witness if the prosecution would have called her. But the problem is, and this is real talk, the problem with this situation is that Chef Jordan was never called to testify for the prosecution, but she would have been a very, very good witness that could have helped their case in a lot of different ways. It would have been stronger. She did not testify in the original trial, but she testified, and she said in her impact statement that she started when she was 20. She was overworked. she allegedly he was, talks about the grooming stages also in this. She said she was not only overworked, she went months without having a day off. She complained to HR said that they were going to talk to him, and they were going to try to fix it so she could get a day off. She said that she never, really kind of could get any days off, that she was just working hours and hours, 16 hours a day, never having days off, working all times of day and night. Also, she said she said that she was at one time assaulted when she was just trying to step in, and I guess they were hungry or something, and she fed them before it. They said that he, told her to leave. He kind of pushed her and shoved her to the, on the grass or something like that. She ended up leaving Bad Boy Records and working for him and left. And for whatever reason, she returned back to him, which I thought was kind of, different, whatever. But she said she definitely got to see the grooming phases and lavish dinners that allegedly Diddy, because when Cassie started out, he met her when he was 19. So she was there from the very beginning, and she said she saw them during the grooming phase, and it was okay. But then she said she started seeing rugs being given to Cassie repeatedly, and she said all she was trying to do was make sure that she ate and just look out for her, and he didn't like that. He was very insulting. He was belittling her. He was saying all kinds of stuff. And then the next impact statements that I think are really important in this is Cassie's statement, which we know she's, why she's alleged saying that she doesn't want him, to get any type of leniency, and her mother. Those are the impact statements. On the other side, I thought it was, 50 Cent's baby mama. She done wrote 2 letters. Carisha allegedly wrote a letter. The thing about it is, and there's a plethora of other letters. They said that there was like 60 letters, I think, given in the prosecution allegedly against him being time served and why he should get more time. What do you guys think about the impact statements? Let me ask you this. TikTok Granny wants to know, for just all of you that are following the trial and waiting for the verdict, do you think that the impact statements play a huge, does it weigh in huge with the judge with these impact statements? Can these impact statements from the chef and Cassie's mom and those other people that sent the impact letters have a real big weight on the judge's shoulder to be able to give him, or persuade him to give him more time outside the sentencing guideline? Whatever it is the probation sent over, they have a definite they're fighting their case, and they're saying why he shouldn't get it because a person doing this, whatever. But they're looking at the other extenuating circumstances that were surrounding, including that. What's your thoughts in the comments? Do you think the impact statements are going to weigh in on this as far as what the judge is going to give them, yes or no? Or what's your thoughts?
I don't know, guys. What's your thoughts? The first thing I want to start with is that she does not look like a granny. I know her name is TikTok Granny, but I want to give her a lot of credit because she does not look like a granny girl. But, it's that old saying. And it's true. We are amazing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not in the mood of making fun of TikTokers. I'm not in the mood of that, right? We're not going to do that on this channel because this is just me personally. I don't like colonization. And the way I see it, everybody copies black. Let's just start with the lashes. Everybody copies black. So the one thing about black people, we're going to exaggerate. Period. You want lashes, they're going to be exaggerated. You want hair color, they're going to be exaggerated. You want protests, it's going to be exaggerated. We bring the firebombs and shit, right? So, yeah, we're not going to have subtle comments because I pick up on everything. I don't like it. Second of all, these TikTokers, whether they speak well or not, I don't know if it matters anymore. I think that they're game changers. And you ain't got to worry about them soon because it's all going to be controlled in a minute. So maybe there will be no more lashes. Maybe there won't be any more TikTokers that don't speak well. Like, I don't know if it matters anymore. I think I don't want to be in a world where people can tell me how I talk matters. I don't want to be in that world anymore because blacks will never grow, right? The language of black is the language of black, period. I don't want to talk white anymore. Like, there was a time when I had to code switch, like, and put on my white voice. And when I got to TikTok, if you look at my earlier videos, they were soft spoken and they were so cutesy. And, that's code switching to me to attract. At the time, it was to attract white people because blacks really weren't doing TikTok. Not TikTok, YouTube in the same manner, right? Blacks were doing makeup, but not like just gossiping or psychic readings. I have to tell you, it got to a point where I was like, I'm going to create my blackness. And y'all see, I still can't create my blackness. My black card still gets taken away for the shit that I don't know. But I'm proud of the fact that I left colonization. I'm proud of it. I hope everything sounded ignorant on my YouTube channel. I hope everything, I'm not talking about just you, Noel. I'm saying just in general. I hope everything sounded ignorant. I hope everything sounded black. And you're lucky. You're lucky I did not discover eyelashes. You're lucky because yeah, it would not look good on me if I discovered that. But that's not the point. That's not the point. You're just lucky I didn't discover it. You're lucky I didn't come on with orange hair. You're lucky. And the only reason why I didn't come on with orange hair is because of colonization. I was like, I can't do Kool-Aid colors. That's the only reason why. So, let's not worry about how people talk. It's all okay. I'd rather my people than all those MAGA people. Have you heard how they talk? I believe that the best thing that can happen to us is Trump. Talk about them before we talk about our own. No more. No, I'm not doing it. We talk about the nails. Y'all got pretty nails because we knew how to design them. What the fuck? Y'all did not, because listen, I was there when the nail business came out, when those Vietnam shops opened up. All right, I was in the beginning of all of that, and the most everyone would get would be French manicures. Oh, every black woman got themselves some pretty French manicures, and then the glitter started. Don't hand glitter to a black woman. Don't do it. You hand glitter to a black woman, she gonna know what to do with that glitter. You hand her some colorful butterflies? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Black women are gonna exaggerate it. Now, you can't go into a nail salon without a design that's in 3D. It's so bad, some of it is in 5D. So, yeah, I'm not making fun of my people because we changed the world. I definitely think the judge has seen who Diddy is too, Noel. But remember what I said. Remember the other judge had to resign off the case. Why? One. Two, remember, as soon as the case was done, Comey got fired. Why? that judge, that judge is so mad at Diddy because there's been some inside stuff. It's not just the outer, it's the inside. So yeah, he's interfering with the judicial process. All right. All right, I'm over it. I'm over talking about my people. Young Miami, aka Carisha, is not a victim, and Cassie is a victim. Oh yeah, no, no one's. I'm not saying that. We kind of figured out Young Miami might have gotten taken care of. That's why I gave you the example of the father that molested all his daughters, but then that one grandchild comes along and she has never seen that side. And all she knows is how great grandpa was. That's why I said, I believe Young Miami was not a victim. I'm not comparing the two. I'm showing the difference between the two. Ooh, child, we gotta listen. Yes, you said Kim is gonna come back for Diddy. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, L. Williams. Hi, Tiffany. Uh, okay. Hello, Tracy. Oh, hi, Noel. I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't even see you there. Food Creations. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Jenny G. All right. Hi, Dovey. Hi. Oh, thank God it's Friday and the pinky is another. I don't know what that means. All right, I'm over it. Let's find something else to look at. But I am going to read as a twist in the psychic faith was Carisha Diddy's downfall.
Diddy update. Sentencing was supposed to start at 10, but um, less than 6 minutes. I do know that 4 of his lawyers are going to speak. Mia is going to speak as a victim, even though they opposed it. The judge said, baby girl could speak. So she's going to speak today too. I don't know if y'all know, sentencing can be rather short or sentencing can be very long, okay? It also can cross over into another day because a lot of things happen during sentencing. So prepare to wait. That's all I'm saying. I do think that a lot of times when sentencings happen, they're delayed because they try to put out these character statements. I unfollowed everybody who wrote a letter in support of that man. Because there is no way you can hear the things that we heard and still want to provide character witness statements. Regardless of if that's the man especially with Carisha. And y'all know I loved Carisha down. But the statement, yeah, that was too far for me. Because you could have met him and been with him at a time in his life where he was starting to change. That doesn't erase the shit that he did. So you essentially supporting that, yeah, it's a no-go for me. But I only followed Carisha because she was pretty. I really don't care for the music or the other ventures. I just think she's a beautiful girl. And I like her personality.
Could she have been famous without Diddy, though? I know she was a part of some group, but could she have been famous without Diddy? What's this? I am looking for. Oh, here it is. I hope this is it. No. Okay. All right. What do you guys got to say? Hi, Miriam. How are you? All right.
Right? Yeah, it was on the right. I got if this is my opinion, but I don't see it.
I watch you every morning.
I think it's just impossible for her to believe that she wanted those intimate details. So I just think like due diligence is done. When somebody files a civil suit, and like that's just
We got enough.
Oh, let me see what you guys are saying here. I see what you're saying. Shakira says, no, she couldn't be famous without the group. Interesting. But didn't he take her from the group, though? I need some color on my cheeks. I feel very, like, whitewashed. Very gray. All right, do I got some color on my cheeks now? A little. All right. And Machina says Diddy actually needed Carisha. She's young and on the scene. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Very interesting. Let's see.
Time has come. It is sentencing day for Diddy, and ahead of the hearing, he wrote the judge a letter and also sent in a video.
When my baby cries.
We gotta give her a bottle.
In the letter, Diddy writes that spending the last 13 months in jail made him take a hard look in the mirror. He takes accountability and says that it was his own selfishness that landed him there, and then pleads for the judge to consider his 7 children. He says, I got lost in the drugs and the excess, and that my downfall was rooted in my selfishness. Scenes of him attacking Cassia in that hotel attack video play in his head over and over. He says he feels deep shame for something that he couldn't forgive someone else for, like if they put their hands on his daughters. He says the old me died in jail and the new me is reborn. He writes that he is now sober for the first time in 25 years and has been going to therapy for his drug and anger issues. He says in jail he's been using his time to mentor other inmates, starting a program called Free Game. He goes on to say that he is the sole caregiver for his mother, who is in her 80s and just had brain surgery. One of the main questions I get asked covering this trial is, will Diddy be able to make a comeback in the entertainment industry? And honestly, I think he best captures the reality in his own words in this letter. He writes, because of my conduct, I have lost my career. I have lost all of my businesses. I have lost the charter schools that I started. I destroyed my reputation, and I stained the reputation of those who worked for me. He then goes on to acknowledge that his trial garnered global press and states that the judge may be inclined to make an example out of him, but then pleads with the judge to make him an example of what can happen when someone gets a second chance. Aside from Diddy's own letter and video, the defense has submitted a number of letters from a number of individuals who are asking the judge to give Diddy a second chance, including from his ex-girlfriend Gina, who was victim number 3 in the indictment, and also Carisha, aka Young Miami. But aside from Carisha, there is notably no other celebrities who are advocating on his behalf. Several of the letters are from fellow inmates who say that Diddy has been a positive impact in jail. All right, the hearing starts at 10 a.m. and of course, I'll have updates for you guys.
Was that bitch driving and reading, or was she in the back seat of a Tesla? Back seat of a Uber? Was she driving? Is that how we're doing TikTok videos now? Driving? No, I think she was in the back seat. I think she was in the back seat. Wasn't that a nice car with the red interior? That looked like a Tesla, no? Or a Range Rover? Can anybody tell? Let's see if we can figure it out again. Do you guys look at the interiors of people's homes and cars when they
Time has come. It is sentencing day for Diddy, and ahead of the hearing, he wrote the judge a letter and also sent in a video.
When my baby cries.
We gotta give her a bottle.
In the letter, Diddy writes that spending the last 13 months in jail made made him take a hard look in the mirror. He takes accountability and says that it was his own selfishness that landed him there, and then pleads for the judge to consider his 7 children. He says, I got lost in the drugs and the excess, and that my downfall was rooted in my selfishness. Scenes of him attacking Cassia in that hotel attack video play in his head over and over. He says he feels deep shame for something that he couldn't forgive someone else for, like if they put their hands on his daughters. He says the old me died in jail and the new me is reborn. He writes that he is now sober for the first time in 25 years and has been going to therapy for his drug and anger issues. He says in jail he's been using his time to mentor other inmates, starting a program called Free Game. He goes on to say that he is the sole caregiver for his mother, who is in her 80s and just had brain surgery. One of the main questions I get asked covering this trial is, will Diddy be able to make a comeback in the entertainment industry? And honestly, I think he best captures the reality in his own words in this letter. He writes, because of my conduct, I have lost my career. I have lost all of my businesses. I have lost the charter schools that I started. I destroyed my reputation, and I stained the reputation of those who worked for me. He then goes on to acknowledge that his trial garnered global press and states that the judge may be inclined to make an example out of him, but then pleads with the judge to make him an example of what can happen when someone gets a second chance. Aside from Diddy's own letter and video, the defense has submitted a number of letters from a number of individuals who are asking the judge to give Diddy a second chance, including from his ex-girlfriend Gina, who was victim number 3 in the indictment, and also Carisha, aka Young Miami. But aside from Carisha, there is notably no other celebrities who are advocating on his behalf. Several of the letters are from fellow inmates who say that Diddy has been a positive impact in jail. All right, the hearing starts at 10 a.m. and of course I'll have updates for you guys.
Oh my God, you guys.
Wait, what happened, Sally? How you doing? What's the Breakfast Club gonna say? They are part of the Diddy.
Come and sit down and shut the door. This is an emergency.
They are.
And this is not clickbait. The feds have dropped charges against Diddy.
Why is
I
this
repeat,
happening
they have
to me?
dropped-
They are. Oh, did I put this down already? They are. They are biased. TMZ is biased. They are biased. Also, I just want to point out, in case you guys did not know, that let me see something. I just wanted to point out, in case you guys did not know, that TMZ, those crappy dudes, was the one that called LAPD and told LAPD what they knew about the case. They are the ones that said she was dismembered. When it comes to TMZ and black men, right? They don't like black men. It was TMZ that lied on David. It was TMZ that told us the body had been dismembered. It was never the PD. It was never LAPD that said anything. It turns out, I can't say for sure, but it turns out the body was intact, not dismembered. Now, why did I bring that up? I don't know. I have no idea. But I also want to give this young lady a lot of credit. I watched her. Hi, Growth. Inmate letters say he has been a positive impact in jail. Oh, Sandra. Inmate letters say he has been a positive impact in jail. Good. Keep him there. We need as much positive impact for these jailers. Keep him there. He can help. Hi, Jarrell. No, the judge is not having it. Who is David? Have you heard about the Celeste case and the guy, the singer David? That's who David is. You don't know about it? Well, I'm going to head you over to, Oh, what's that little girl's name? The little Asian girl. She did a really good job on it. Oh, she's on the tip of my tongue. The little Asian girl. She recently did a 2-part series, 2 hours long, but you don't even know that 2 hours went by. So if you want to watch it on a Sunday, ain't got nothing to watch. Like, I never have anything to watch on Sunday because I don't have Bravo. View all. Red something. I forget her name. Rotten Tomato? Is it? No. I'll find it. If you want, she did a great job with the details. Rotten Mango? Is that it? Rotten Mango? I can't find her now. Let me just put in Mango. It's definitely Mango. Rotten Mango. If you want to know, go to Rotten Mango. And she's done 2 parts. Please watch the first part before you watch the second part. And she did an amazing job. Let me see. You don't know anything about him? Did you just say David who too? Guys, I did a video on David. Let me see. Y'all select watch these videos because I think I did a video on David. Let me see. Let me see. His name is, oh, let me try Celeste. The Strange Case of David. That's the one I did. What a weirdo. But I don't think he's weird. I I think he's highly intelligent, and I do think that he's being framed. I think every social media wants him to be like arrested, but I kind of believe he's being framed, kinda, but I think I'll let my video stand. Whatever my video says, I'm gonna keep it that way. Oh, you guys don't know it? Copy. I'm gonna put it in the feed. Oh, wait. View channel. It's called The Strange Case of David. Okay, I just put it in the feed, guys. This is it. But it's in the feed, so you could just click on it. He was big enough. He was big enough. Like, he's at this, he did a couple of movies. He was big enough. You know, I'm not going to downplay how up and coming he was. And he was big enough for the age bracket that he was addressing. Right? And he was big enough in the period of his development. So I'm not going to put him down because he was making waves and very good waves. You and I may not have known about him, but the kids knew. A lot of kids knew. His concerts were sold out. So he was growing. All right. Did we get all the videos out? What's this one? I think I got this one out too. Oh, so I wanted to wait. I wanted you to look at his mama, who had some sort of brain aneurysm or something. Let me take this down. Look at his mama.
So Mrs. Combs is arriving.
How are you? How you
Hello,
feeling?
how are you?
Nervous?
Good morning. Good morning.
You look fantastic as usual.
She wears a lot of white. It's just so we can look at her like the angelic mother, first church mother. Is that like a thing? Apparently, Noel says the judge has hinted at a lengthy sentence this morning. Talking about that, Noel, I want to give this woman a lot of credit because she did an amazing job during the trial. Everybody was tuned in. Her subscribership grew in the thousands and thousands and thousands. She's quirky. She's funny. Sometimes she's hard to follow because she's all over the place. But she's fun. She's engaging. And every male TikToker hated her. Let me introduce you to Tisha Tells.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties. You know the deal. Anyway, you guys, let's talk about this. I know you already heard Diddy is in deep problems. Mia, through the prosecution, said, baby, I want to say what I have to say. So if you guys don't know, Diddy announced that he's going to be giving a speech at the trial. You guys know I'm going to be there. It is going to be a hot mess. However, then stuff happened. So then Mia came out and said, I want to actually say my two pieces too. Then Diddy's team came back and said, Mia can't say anything because that's unconstitutional. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? Well, guess what? The prosecution has hit back at Diddy and they are letting Diddy know, shut up. When I say they read Diddy to filth, and more importantly, they let us know in no uncertain terms exactly what Diddy thinks of the prosecution. I'm sorry, exactly what the prosecution thinks of Diddy, and it is bad. Okay, you guys, let's get into this, okay? For those of you guys that are just catching up, first let's get into Diddy and his plans to actually testify. Now, remember when we were at court and everybody was like, yo, you think Diddy's going to testify? And I said, I think that wild horses are going to have to drag him away. Diddy truly does think he is the voice of a generation. He thinks he can, I don't know, talk the skin off of a snake. In any case, he didn't testify, which he listened to his team. It was good. Now he's going to be sentenced and he's going to go in front of the judge. What do I think is going to happen? I don't think this speech is for the judge. I think Diddy already knows the way Judge Aaron is feeling. I do think he still thinks he can persuade him, but I think this speech is going to be for the public. It's going to be for the clueless masses that are going to latch on to every dumb thing he says. I do also want to say this. Diddy's insistence that Mia shouldn't be giving a statement at sentencing is exactly, in my opinion, what's wrong with Diddy's team. The fact that they think just because he's guilty and accused of something, he's the only one that can speak. And let me just tell y'all, I know what the whole thing is. A lot of people thought that Mia wasn't credible. A lot of people thought a lot of the witnesses weren't credible. But I do think that those people that kept saying they weren't credible were not in the courtroom and they were not paying attention, because here's the thing. Diddy wasn't convicted on a preponderance of the evidence. Preponderance of the evidence is more likely than not. It's 51% or more. He was acquitted because they couldn't convict him beyond a reasonable doubt, which means I was in the courtroom every day. Y'all know, and I'm going to be in the courtroom again. But the whole point of a defense team is to cast doubt. to paint people to look like they're lying, to cast doubt, to be like, well, I don't know. Did that happen? That's the whole point of a defense team. And just because you have good defense lawyers that create doubt because they're good at tripping up people, they're good at making people look like liars. I know that some people are saying, well, if you are telling the truth, what you
I didn't know what video I chose, so sorry that it ended the way it ended. I just want to give Tisha Tells a lot of credit. I think that she got a lot of hate during the Diddy trial. I think she was becoming increasingly popular. I think her name was being trusted. I also think that she was doing her due diligence, taking excellent notes. Her and Rotten Mango, which is the video that I sent over in my feed, Rotten Mango was getting threats, and I believe they were getting threats straight from Diddy himself. Diddy even acknowledged Rotten Mango, like saying something like, I know you. Tisha, being a black woman, was physically being threatened at the courthouse toward the end. People were determined to not let her words get across. At some point, I feel like when the trial ended and all of us, me, Tisha, didn't get the RICO case, I felt like people were laughing at her. Even toward the end, I think we saw it. They wanted to attack her physically, threaten her to her face. She wound up getting a security guard because it was that bad for her. Like, this wasn't even about Diddy anymore. It was about a black woman winning. And winning with how she was presenting the case. I think that she did not deserve that. I think the black male content creators wanted Diddy to win because Diddy was black. I think that we're in a 9-9 portal where everyone can't go. And I think all of these black men, y'all better be careful who you stand close to, because all of these unspiritual black men can't stay. They cannot stay. They are the ugliest men in society. And they have been this way for generations. And I'm not just talking about American black men. I'm talking about African black men. I'm not talking about any other culture that I don't know enough about. I'm just talking about how our people will not protect black women. If you know the African diaspora story on Oshun, God sent a whole bunch of men down, and Oshun was a part of that. And all the men created what God wanted them to create. Sorry, biblical Christian people, I don't have time. When they were done taking charge and creating what God wanted them to create, there was a component missing. And so they all went back up to God and they said, we can't seem to get but so far. And God would say, go back and try again. And they would try again and they would come back and it's like, we're doing everything. Like there's something missing. And God said, do it again, hoping that the idiots would get it. And I'm not calling our deities idiots. I'm saying the conceptual of who they thought they could be on earth. That was the idiot concept. And I could say that because it's true. And finally, they go back to God up, and God is frustrated with them. And God said, did you consult with Oshun? And they were like, oh, well. And God didn't even tell them what to do. He just said, go back and consult with Oshun. And then everything started coming together. Like, for those of you that don't know a story, and I'm not telling the story perfect, nor do I fucking care to tell the story perfect. Because if anybody wants to tell the story perfect, then get your own channel. I'm not perfect. I am telling you that since the beginning of time, listen to me, the black woman has been ignored, disrespected, not considered. But you want to fuck us. You want us to cook and clean for you. You want to be able to order us around. You don't want to love us. You want to love each other. You're all gay. All of you are gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. But I wish you guys would just stand on it. Instead of beating our asses. Stand on what you like best. And you like each other best. Now, why am I here? I just get so angry for no reason. Oh my God. I thought I changed. I'm trying to change. Okay, I'm done. My point to you is, all the YouTubers that thought it was okay to attack this woman, all I'm going to say to you is, I will miss you. Oh, okay. Are you sure? No help. Are you sure that... I know they don't like women, but they do like each other better. I think there's an internal thing that's gay. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying, or maybe I'll change my words. There's an internal thing that makes them like men more. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not being derogatory. And maybe I came across that way, but that's not what I mean. I do literally mean many black men are gay. And I also think that many black men go back into jail over and over and over again because it's the only place where they have the freedom to screw another man. And nobody judges them in there. So they come out, they try to be with the women, they can't stand the women, they rob somebody and they're like, oh, poor me, I gotta go back into jail. But they love jail because it's where they can be bottom top, bottom heavy, bottom power. I think that's a scary thing. The amount of hetero men, I think that's the scary thing. The amount of hetero men who do not like or respect women. Yes. But I'm saying, I wish, okay, if I put this wish out here, it's going to happen. If I put this wish out here, it will happen. Women, y'all better recognize. So I'm going to say it. I wish they would just learn to physically love each other. I wish they would all just come out of the closet. I wish they would all have the freedom not to call themselves bi. I wish they could just be themselves. I wish we could see the multitude of black men just come out and say, you're right, I like men. Boom, said it. It's going to happen. I always followed Tisha from the beginning, and they were possessed with hatred toward her during the trial. Possessed. It got so weird. So I want to say to Tisha, unfortunately, I am a woman. Unfortunately, I want my spiritual black men to start coming out, start speaking up, start creating channels to get us to see the better part of black men, the spiritual black men that believe in the African diaspora and the spirituality of the power of who you are and how you take care of your black woman. And I'm telling you, I'm not talking about race. You could be a black man that loves any other race. I'm not talking about that. I just want a black man that will come out and no longer put us down. We are not your cum deposits. We're not your baby makers, and you don't think you have to marry us, but we're good enough to fuck. But when a baby comes through, you want to tell us to get that pill. What's that pill? The I-9 pill or some bullshit? Like, fuck y'all. No, that's not the way it works anymore. First thing y'all want to say is, you having an abortion? And if you say no, come on, ladies. It's happened. If you tell a nigga no, what does he say? I'm not ready. You doing this on your own then? Don't include me. And they fucking mean it. And they make your pregnancies miserable. And some people have been unalived because they don't want a baby. But you know how to fuck without a condom? Get out of here. Oh, Plan B. What do they call it? IB? These boys, men do not respect women, do not respect themselves. A real man is not on that hatred. Tell me about it. Look at growth. I've had several experiences finding out BMs were on the down low. I dated somebody that was on the down low, saw it right away. Just didn't want to question it. Fell in love with the asshole. Fell in love with the asshole. And one day Spirit said to me, tell him, he had invited me over. And Spirit said, tell him you can come over. Can you come over, but no sex involved? And so I did. It broke my heart because I already knew what the answer was going to be. But I said, hey, I'd love to come over. Thank you so much. We were planning what we were going to do that weekend, what we were going to cook that weekend. He was excited. I was excited. And I didn't want to listen to Spirit. I really didn't. But Spirit said, tell him you want to come over, but you can't have sex with him. To this day, I'm hurt. And I said, hey, so-and-so, hey, I'd love to come. I really, I can't wait to come over. But let's take sex off the table. Okay? Let's just have a good time without sex. You know what that bitch said to me? He said, then don't come over. Paraphrasing. Basically, he said, don't come over in the paraphrase. And I thought, fuck if Spirit wasn't right. Fuck if Spirit wasn't right. And from that point on, I had to be like, okay, I won't come over. And I never talked to him again. Never. That was the last time I talked to him. He used to do a radio show with me, and I cut him cold turkey. Yep. Yep. So, he was on the down low. Always, Lisa, because I train myself to not go against spirit. And sometimes I do go against spirit. Thank God it's minor. Sometimes when spirit is like, don't go on that highway. And I go, oh, spirit, what are you talking about? And I go on a highway. That happened to me once. I was in an Uber before Uber raised its prices. Wound up on a highway that spirit told me. Not only did spirit tell me not to go, it told the GPS driver, Uber, to take a different route. And I was like, no, don't do that. I don't care. The traffic's moving. I don't know what. I didn't tell him spirit was talking about. We got on that highway and it was running smoothly until it wasn't. I spent 3 hours stuck in traffic. 3 hours because a car careened off the bypass. 3 hours. And spirit was like, tried to tell you. So when things like that happen and I don't listen, the next time something happens, it could be minor, whatever, I listen. But I had to train myself to listen, to not think I know it all. I don't know it all. And so when your intuition talks to you, listen. That's what we doing today, Naja. BM, black men hate black women. I tried to warn women. Keep warning them. But I'm going to tell you what I see happening because I watch Pop the Balloon. Y'all got to watch Pop the Balloon because women ain't taking the trifling men anymore. They popping that balloon. They not fighting over no man. I've even seen women support each other. Like one of the men will say, well, I like real hair. And everybody will start popping. And then they'll go over to someone with her own hair and she'll be like, I have my own hair, but I don't like the way you talk to her. Women are changing. There'll be no babies born, not in this lifetime. Nope. If God wants babies born, God got to bring some better mental health men around us because we shutting shop down. The shop is, and I'm talking about all this because if anybody's just tuning in because of this woman, I have to give her a lot of credit. She was amazing. She was amazing. I really think she would be much better as a lawyer. I heard her say she's going to go to different trials and cover it. I think after the Diddy trial, she might have lost her steam. But today, she's getting all her accolades back because even though he got charged on lesser charges, the judge is going to throw the book at him. And I just want to give this girl a lot of credit.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties. You know the deal. Anyway, you guys, let's talk about this. I know you already heard Diddy is in deep problems. Mia, through the prosecution, said, baby, I want to say what I have to say. So if you guys don't know, Diddy announced that he's going to be giving a speech at the trial. You guys know I'm going to be there. It is going to be a hot mess. However, then stuff happened. So then Mia came out and said, I want to actually say my two pieces too. Then Diddy's team came back and said, Mia can't say anything because that's unconstitutional. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? Well, guess what? The prosecution has hit back at Diddy and they are letting Diddy know, shut up. When I say they read Diddy to filth, and more importantly, they let us know in no uncertain terms exactly what Diddy thinks of the prosecution. I'm sorry, exactly what the prosecution thinks of Diddy, and it is bad. Okay, you guys, let's get into this, okay? For those of you guys that are just catching up, first let's get into Diddy and his plans to actually testify. Now, remember when we were at court and everybody was like, yo, you think Diddy's going to testify? And I said, I think that wild horses are going to have to drag him away. Diddy truly does think he is the voice of a generation. He thinks he can, I don't know, talk the skin off of a snake. In any case, he didn't testify, which he listened to his team. It was good. Now he's going to be sentenced and he's going to go in front of the judge. What do I think is going to happen? I don't think this speech is for the judge. I think Diddy already knows the way Judge Aaron is feeling. I do think he still thinks he can persuade him, but I think this speech is going to be for the public. It's going to be for the clueless masses that are going to latch on to every dumb thing he says. I do also want to say this. Diddy's insistence that Mia shouldn't be giving a statement at sentencing is exactly, in my opinion, what's wrong with Diddy's team. The fact that they think just because he's guilty and accused of something, he's the only one that can speak. And let me just tell y'all, I know what the whole thing is. A lot of people thought that Mia wasn't credible. A lot of people thought a lot of the witnesses weren't credible. But I do think that those people that kept saying they weren't credible were not in the courtroom and they were not paying attention, because here's the thing. Diddy wasn't convicted on a preponderance of the evidence. Preponderance of evidence is more likely than not. It's 51% or more. He was acquitted because they couldn't convict him beyond a reasonable doubt, which means I was in the courtroom every day. Y'all know, and I'm going to be in the courtroom again. But the whole point of a defense team is to cast doubt, to paint people to look like they're lying, to cast doubt, to be like, well, I don't know. Did that happen? That's the whole point of a defense team. And just because you have good defense lawyers that create doubt because they're good at tripping up people, they're good at making people look like liars. I know that some people are saying, well, if you are telling the truth, what you
All right. I'm over this. I'm over this. Let me see what y'all got to. Hey, John, how you doing? Hi, sweetie. She's anointed. Their demons hate her. That's a good way of putting it. His video lying about how sorry he is not going to work second time. No way. That Pop the Balloon show is funny. Watch it when the girls reject the men. And some of the men that they choose, I'm so proud of these girls rejecting these men instead of fighting over community dick. We women, one thing about black women from slavery, I can't speak for African women that have not had the slave experience, right? But the one thing I want to say about black women, we never forgot. We always forged ahead. Whether we with our black men, whether they hate us, whether they leave their children dumped inside of us, we raise them. Then our boys forget that they come from amazing mothers. Like, it's weird. That's how I know it could even be like not a DNA thing. I don't believe it's a DNA thing. I think it's learned behavior. So if you have a bunch of men not speaking well about something, it's like the pork thing, right? People won't eat pork, not because of a current belief system. It's something that was passed down through the line. People hate black women, not because that is exactly what they believe, because in the 60s, we stuck together. So whatever's happening was new. Whatever's happening was put inside of us recently. Not the 60s. I think like the 50s, the 40s were better in terms of like family unity. But I think by the time we lost Martin Luther King, the rhetoric was to teach black men not to love their women, to keep us separated, because they knew that together we were powerful. They also knew that the power was in the black woman, that without the black women, they can get more black men in jail. But the hate rhetoric, the hatred, the rap music that called us bitches, what other genre do you know calls their women bitches? And we, the bitches, are bumping to it. You a bitch. You a hoe. fuck you, bitch, bend over. Like, why did we go for it? Because it's all like not ingrained, but it was systematically put inside of us. Then they separated us through welfare. Oh, do you want welfare? Well, you can't have a man in your house. We should have rejected welfare. Dead ass. There's so many things. And then the kicker to really separate us, because they needed the men in jail now, they needed communities full of women, was bringing crack to the neighborhood. And I remember when crack came, because I was living in Harlem on 130th and Convent. I had a little black Scottish Terrier. They only come in two colors, black and white. So you know me, I choose black. Even back then, I was Hotep. And I'm walking my little Scottish Terrier in the park on 130th and Convent. And I see these pretty little vials. And they were so pretty. They had beautiful blue caps and yellow, lemon yellow caps and bright red caps. And every day I would just go and I would just collect them and I would put them in my kitchen drawer. And I was so happy. I was going to make like some sort of design, picture design with the crack vials, but I didn't know they were crack vials until I saw the New York Times. And New York Times said crack is in Harlem. And I was like, crack? And they showed a picture of the vial, and I had a drawer full in my kitchen. That was early 80s. Craziest thing, this is the craziest story I will ever tell you. That story is the craziest. I got crazy stories. That one is the craziest. Imagine if I had some crime that your police open up. We need to research, because back in the day, they didn't need a fucking warrant. They would just bust down your door and they see crack vials. I'd be in jail right now. And I'd be like, no, those are creative peppers. What happened, Many Moons? Now I have the people. Oh, now you have the people on social media that are spreading this nonsense too. Spreading what nonsense? What are you talking about? Basically, propaganda, psyops. Miss Sissy loves that show. So true. Let the birth rate. Good day. Oh, hi, Queen Sheba. I hope Diddy fucked his speech up so he can get more time. Many Moons, what do I have people saying? Nobody follows me. I can tell you that much. I have the least amount of followings on social media. Nobody follows me. Nobody listens to me. Good Health Tracy in chat. I believe the breakdown on the family created the hatred amongst black boys and their mothers. Wow. Wow. Crack was very destructive. It was planted for destruction. Yes. Growth says dead ass, but I don't even know what that's about anymore. Oh my God, Tracy, thought it was for arts and crafts. Dead ass. Dead ass wellness. Dead ass Queen Sheba. Hi, Cherie Love. Hey, Tracy. They got the black family separated. They make runs at us calling the black woman single, angry black women. All other races of people label us as angry black women, single baby moms. Okay, this is true until COVID hit. Y'all didn't notice the switcheroo when COVID hit and Karens came out as angry Karens? And don't get it twisted, white folks are just as much single moms, because whatever they taught the black man, the white man is now doing. They may not be calling out the white women, but they're not marrying them either. New York City was bad back then. People on social media spreading hate on black women, but I didn't say, I never, well, but you said, now you have the black people on social media that are spreading this nonsense too. And then you say people on social media spreading hate on black women. That doesn't make sense, social media. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe people get confused as to what I'm trying to say. Does anybody get what I'm trying to say? Maybe I should hang it up. I'm saying, I follow you. Thank you. I'm saying that black men hate black women. That's not something anyone is hearing me say. I am not that powerful. Society, they are showing each other. Black men are showing black women the value in not being with them. Black women are the most educated. The more educated you are, the more you see the bullshit. Get some education, first of all. So anybody wants to come for me, educate yourself first. And when I say educate, I mean go get a degree. Most educated are the workers. They own their own spaces. They take care of children, mortgage, food, after school programs. They do everything. That's in society. That's not something that I am saying. 92% of blacks are educated and the most educated. So I don't want anybody to come for me unless you understand how palpable being educated is. Because once you're educated, you start looking at a nigga that's not educated, and that you start recognizing that they waste your motherfucking time, that they dump on you, that they I literally have had guys come to me and say, you know why I'm here, right? Can we act like you like me? Can you? And I'll be like, wow. You can leave. You know why I'm here, right? Like, who the fuck are you? No. Let me see. Wait, you were talking about the rap music when Many Moons said that. How that sentiment has sort of switched to social media. No, not you. Okay, not me. People on social media, she meant. You have ignorance in social media. Okay. I'm still confused. They call us angry black when we stand up for ourselves and challenge them. They feel we should not have a voice because that's colonization, right? Okay, I still don't get it, Many Moons, but I'm going to trust you. Noel, text me and tell me what Many Moons meant, because all I saw was, listen, let's go back up to what was said. This is what I saw. Now you have people on social media that are spreading this nonsense too. Spreading what nonsense? Maybe that's where me spreading nonsense. So that's where I'm getting confused. I'm not angry. I'm just like defending myself. Like, because I know it's not me. I know it's educated black woman that's not willing to put up with uneducated black men. take out the you, meaning we have to deal with ignorance online. Okay, take out the you. I'm annoyed now. Okay, I think it got corrected. Now, people on social media that are spreading this nonsense too. I'm still not sure what the nonsense is, though. I get it. She corrected it. People on social media spreading hate on Black women. Oh, got it. The hatred for Black women. Got it. Got it. Okay, I understand now. Some hate and ignorance in rap music. Oh, by the way, rap is gonna die. And the girls that are fighting, y'all are so stupid. I'm telling you, I need education. Without the education, we got Nicki, we got Cardi B, we got Lotto, we got Ice Spice, we got Saucy Santana. Without education, the rap girls are being taught by the music industry to keep this going because they say that's the only way we're going to get money from Blacks if we act all crazy against each other. Rap is going to die, y'all. All right, I think I got it, Many Moons. I think I got it. Thank you. I got it. The hatred for Black women is being seen on social media. Right. All right. Carisha, are you Diddy's downfall? Just because we don't know something doesn't mean that she didn't do something behind the scenes. So I'm asking, were you a friend or a foe to Diddy in secret? What's Carissa's sign, by the way? What's Carissa's sign? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Carisha. Carisha, please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Carisha's your child. She's your love. She is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 Okay, let's lower the stage. Oh, let me see the comments before I lower the stage. Education is liberation. The accidental decorative crack pipe viral story has completely taken me out. If we had pictures on cell phones back in the day, that's a picture I would have saved to Facebook. It is so true. There was no Facebook at the time, y'all. She's an Aquarius. Okay. She's an Aquarius. Is she a Capricorn Aquarius? Was she born in January or February? Has anyone seen the creepy video of a guy interviewing the devil and what he said about why Black people have been targeted through music, etc.? That video's kind of old, but mind-blowing. No, but if you get it, send it to me. If you get it, send it to me. I do want to see that. She's a February Aquarius. Okay. All right. February Aquarians, oh, little do y'all know it. It is your responsibility to change the world. I know none of y'all are ready for it because you've had many years to sit back, but Aquarius, rise up. Thank you, Naja. Let me see. Is Carisha secretly responsible for Diddy's downfall? Wait, let me get you out of here, Destiny. Wait, which Destiny is this? I know a couple of Destinies. All right. Is she responsible for Diddy's downfall? I get his mother here. First, front and center, his mother's responsible for his downfall. Mother Combs, you're responsible for his downfall. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. You are responsible for his downfall. Carisha is holding on to a lot of secrets. She's holding on to secrets, some things he may have said to her, because she also might have been his counselor. You know, he says he's getting counseling now, but I think he's getting counseling in jail. He never got counseling on the outside, but I think Carisha might have been used as a tool for confession. You know, she doesn't come across as sick or mentally ill, but Spirit is saying she has some mental problems. She doesn't come across that way. Does she come across that way to you? What's your email? Hold on, sweetie. Does she come across to you that way? Here you go. Does she come across as mentally ill? Growth, put in your email address. And if anybody else wants to see the video, put in your email address. Hi, Doris. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Put in your email address. Let me know if you guys see her as mentally ill. There's something that Spirit is telling me that she is not okay. Very childlike behavior, not necessarily a woman's woman. Very little girlish. Very teenage-ish. Putting her tail between her legs. She needs to survive, putting her tail between her legs. She did make a sacrifice. She did. She did lie, y'all. She did. She did lie. She had to lie. More lies. But it's going to come out, Carisha. It's going to come out. That's, oh my God. See, y'all don't never believe me. Carisha might have said something that contributes to his lengthy sentence. Which had nothing to do with her victim impactful statement or whatever that is. She gave that statement for survival's sake. But she may have had private conversations with the prosecutors that helped with his sentencing. Now, I don't know what it is, but Carissa, because she's smart, even though I feel like there's some mental depreciation going on here, she's smart. She needed to wiggle out of this thing with Diddy. But she also wanted to save face in case Diddy got out. And that was the letter. If I'm sorry, guys, if you notice, the letter was sloppily written. I don't even feel like she submitted the letter to the defending attorneys so that they could send it back and say, can you please add, out of respect, his full name, not your honor? Can you please tweak this? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing that tells us that this was a serious letter. It was like, oh God, now I got to write this letter. Let me write it as quickly as I can because she knows that she vomited something up. Now, even though she vomited something up, it is something that reached the judge. Or it is something that came out in the case, but it might have been put on somebody else. Like, Carisha might have said, he did this to Mia. Or did Mia testify? He did this to somebody. And then they got Mia to, or if it's not Mia, somebody to confess to it, is what I'm trying to say. She talks like a teenager. I didn't know that. She talks like a teenager. People criticize her for that. That was what Diddy loved. That's the pedo in him. He didn't, guys, he didn't love her. He loved that inner child in her. That's who he was fucking. But he could just fuck that in a grown woman. Oh my God. This man is a perv. Oh, Infinite. Arrested Development. Yes. Infinite. She could have used AI to help address the judge with the proper respect. I just think she was like, I just need to get this over with. I just need to do this. She's a dancer, so she needs to act girly in the adult SW. I believe, I could see where acting girly works, but I've seen some powerful dancers and that show up like women in that world. So I think it's her. And okay, let me give you a perfect example. Do I have two of these? Let me give you a perfect example. You know what works with men? I'll show you. If you're a waitress, oh, I gotta wear my hair down more. If you're a waitress, you know what works with men? This. If you want more money and you're a waitress, this works. Push that back. This works. If you want more money, this works. Pigtails. Hi, I'm the one here to serve you. It helps if you've got booties. It helps if you got a cute little figure. This works. Looking like a prepubescent 13-year-old works. How do you think Britney was smart enough to start her career? She's a white girl, so she would have figured that shit out. Putting on a school uniform works. Swinging that ass. Throwing her head back and swinging that ass. And what did she wear? Pigtails. That's the white man's mantra. Now, the pedophile, well, I'm not keeping this up, although I might wear pigtails tomorrow. Fuck you all. Now, oh my God. Always keeping my hair up, so it's just like too much. Now, is the verdict out yet? Shit. They said this verdict may not come out till Monday. God damn it. It's a long fucking weekend. Now, all right. Whew. All right. Let's get some air in here. Oh, the door's wide open, that's why. Okay, now. I'm lying. You want to attract a man? Put on some pigtails. He'll see the little 12-year-old in you. Them disgusting bastards. White, black, and different. It don't matter. He was attracted to that inner soul that's a 13-year-old. And he could have it in a grown woman. So he was disguising that same desire. See, the pedo trial didn't happen yet. It will. I think Sugar Snaps. Oh my God. Sugar Snaps, I think she's a little special. It's something about her behavior. It's not only childlike. Well, what is it? What is it? Now you're going to make me study her. The talking like schoolgirl helps most of the time. Yeah. That was my first thought when you said she was like a teenager. That's why he liked her. See? Arrested Development. See? She could have used AI, but she's not an educated woman. AI can only help you if you've got a sense of an education, a brain, a heart, a brain, a home. All right. She talks like a teen. I did not know that. Y'all are going to make me study her as soon as I get off this feed, because fuck out of here. That is crazy. She's on the spectrum. Guys, are you serious? She's on the spectrum? That's like Diddy coming after my sister Tony. She's on the spectrum? Although I have to tell you, story time. I have to tell you. When I went to get conservatorship over Tony, the judge said to me, which I didn't know this was going to be a question. The judge says to me, is she allowed to have sex? And I said, excuse me, Judge? And he says, I have to ask this question. Do you want her to have sex? Because he can write it in that she is not allowed to have sex. And he said, I need to know because I have to document your wants and wishes. I said, Judge, my sister might be special needs, but I'm pretty sure her punani works very well. I didn't say that. I said, sex is love. I would never, ever stop my sister from obtaining love. You know, the judge looked at me and he was like, good answer. The judge was like, oh, I love that answer. So Tony's in a group home at one point. Not a group home. Tony's in a rehab facility because they just couldn't find a home for my sister. She was such a problem. And we all go to visit her one day. It was me, my son, and my son's girlfriend at the time, who later became his wife. And she's like, I got a girlfriend. And no, she says, I'm a girlfriend. I got a boyfriend. And we all looked at her and we were like, oh, it petrified us. Petrified us. So we were like, oh, and we're all looking at each other like, oh my God. And I'm like, what's his name? And she's like, so and so and so and so. And he's my boyfriend. Like she's trying to tell me, like, you can't take him from me. He's my boyfriend. And we're like, oh yeah, sure. So we leave. We go back to visit for some reason the next day. We come back the next day. She's sitting on the sofa. She's throwing things. She's like, fuck my boyfriend. We are not boyfriend anymore. We are not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. And we kind of looked at each other and we were like, well, that didn't last long. Okay. What happened? And she told us some crazy story. But let me tell you, that girl might have been special needs. When she says she's done, she was done. That boy could never talk to her again with all her special needs. So at least my sister was smarter than Carisha, but I'm not saying it that way because if it turns out she's on the spectrum, I feel bad because she reminds me of my sister, and that's a terrible thing. Imagine if a grown man had gotten a hold of my sister, which could have been possible, especially coming from New York City, and my sister would have told all her family members, fuck all of yous. This my man. Y'all created my man, my man, my man. Oh, she would have started that shit. Because we would have never pulled her off a penis. Never. All right. Story time over. Tony! Tony! She is not on a spectrum. People assume that because of how she's talked. No, she's probably on a spectrum. Don't give her no credit. It's okay to be on the spectrum, child. There's nothing wrong with that. She should be getting some services. Tracy, most of the Hollywood girlies does these baby talks. Kim K is one example. I never saw Kim K talking like a little girl. All of it is disgusting. It really is, many moons. He tries to be a father figure, but an abusive one. Maybe she's on the spectrum. All right. The bottom line is something's going to come out of this trial. And now you guys are heading me off. Hold on, I get it. Oh, that made me so hot. Now you guys are heading me off. What if the judge knew what I'm telling you? What if the judge said the only woman he could get along with is someone that's on the spectrum? Maybe, because this card tells me it's going to come out. Whatever it is about Carisha, either she said something or did something, it's going to come out. It will come out. Oh, Mystic, let me put you down. It's going to come out. And what if the judge was like, I know, wellness. I miss my sissy pool. I work in a group home for special needs. Look at you. I would do that. I would work in a group home for special needs. I would do that. But Tony was a whole group home for special needs by herself. She was enough. But what I'm saying is, what if that is something that the judge might be considering? What if he knows that she's on the spectrum, that she's special needs, that he took advantage of that? If it comes out that this girl is special needs, she took this case down. Whether she knew it or not. Azrael. She's exactly the Azrael to R. Kelly. I teach you. That's the gift of a psychic that's connected with God. I teach you. Look, I teach you. The answer is abso-fucking-lutely. Something about her took this whole case down. And it will come out later. It won't come out as she took the case down. It's going to come out as he may have taken advantage of the fact that she was special needs. And let me tell you something. My sister was special needs. She loved money. You got money? You got special needs love money. They love clothing. Now that I'm thinking about it, she did act like Tony. What? He just got 6 to 7 years? Oh, don't say that. Did a sentence come through? Did a sentence come through? Just don't say it unless you are serious. We just need like good people on the channel that's not going to play with us. We're not good at anything else. Sentence for Diddy. There's nothing that's... No, Dinosaur. Give us the link because I don't see it. Let me find out. Tisha Tells would tell me more than anything. I'm not getting an update on Tisha Tells yet. I don't think anything came through yet. Does the judge know? That's what I think happened. That the judge knows that okay. I'm going to go over this because I want y'all to understand. There was something that happened during the trial that because of Carisha, she had already thrown him under the bus. The one thing you cannot do is put somebody on the spectrum and you know it on trial. They will blow the case. They will blow the case. Because people on the spectrum can be coerced, can be convinced, can say things wrong. They get arrogant and angry all of a sudden. Yes, I believe that the judge knew that Carisha was special needs. And that in itself showed the judge how disgusting Diddy is. All right, Dinosaur, unless I get it, I'm not against you, but I need to get it from more people. Ugh, I don't want to throw up right now. It's not that I don't want to believe you. I just don't see it. All right, sweetie? All right, now I see it. Now I see it. No. No. Judge signals to 6-7 year sentence for Diddy with time served to be deducted. He signals this is not the answer as of yet. I just need the answer. But they usually talk in terms of months. So the sentencing might be 70 months. But to say 6 to 7 years, that's too vague. That was something that the judge might be leaning towards. Okay, the defense is speaking right now. So, Dinosaur, you're a little early, but that's okay. That's okay. He hasn't been sentenced yet. Thank you. I mean, I don't care if it's 6 to 7 years. I just want the accuracy of what is going to come down. I don't think it's going to come down till Monday. Oh, I didn't know that, Noel. No one has been arrested yet for the David case. Thank you, Fit Game Chicks. 213-458-7408. Please call me for your own personal reading. Have many openings today. I don't see it either. Oh, his stepson is singing a song. Quincy, you're next. I don't know what you've done, but you're going to catch a case. All right, guys, I'd love to stay on this forever, but I can't. Is Sherelle's World doing this live? Because their heart is going to get broken. Their heart is going to get broken because they thought they were going to, fuck with the juror and get away with this. Is Sherelle World live? Let me check. Oh, yeah, she's live watching. She's live watching. Because they thought fucking with the juror was going to get him off. He going to jail. Now, maybe they didn't get him on RICO, but let me tell you something. This is like Al Capone. They got Al Capone on taxes. They got him on institution. Regardless, he's going to jail. All right. Oh, yeah, she's live. She's live right now. Oh, final outcome. Yes. Final outcome. I would never leave without the final outcome. Do you know we went 2 hours today? So my hours are going to change because your hours are going to change. My hours are stationary. Your hours is not. Y'all are going to fall back or fall forward. What is it? Do you fall forward or do you fall back? You fall back. Fall back in the fall. Fall back. So, right? Yes. So with all that being said, when we fall back, I'll be coming on at 9 o'clock Eastern time. 9 o'clock. Are we good? 9 o'clock Eastern time when we fall back. Capiche? Capiche. By the way, thank you all for putting up with everything that I do. I don't have the most followers, but I still love this job. So my main job is to do readings for y'all and to do the horoscopes. And I'm going to get more of the horoscopes out today. I am up to Pisces. But call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. And that's it. All right. Screen down. You can't get any better than that. Up. Spirit? Who doubts Spirit? Who doubts Spirit? So apropos for Diddy. Places material consideration and security over self-empowerment. Diddy sold his soul. Is that me? That's my air conditioner making all that damn noise? Upside down prostitution. Okay, Blue. Mic drop. Mic drop. Mic drop. Yo, Spirit don't play. Spirit don't play about me, but Spirit really don't play. Prostitution, upside down. And notice when I twirled it, it didn't even make me struggle. You know how sometimes it makes me struggle. I'm like, oh my God, come on, Spirit. Shadow prostitution, upside down, relates to the need, assesses all transactions only in terms of how they will profit you, not what they will cost you spiritually. Now remember, one of the things that Diddy kept saying is, I had these SOs, but I gained nothing. Remember? He said, yeah, I did it, but I gained nothing. If anything, he said I was making a porn movie. And the judge said, you gained what you needed from it. And that's why he doesn't get granted his acquittal, because he did gain something from it. Shadow prostitution, Shadow P says that you take every transaction in your life and you look at it in terms of how it profits you, not the cost of you spiritually. Diddy was selling his soul with these sex acts. Drop the cards, drop the mic. Spirit don't never lie. I think we are in for a shocker still. When I dropped the cards just now, the tower still came up somehow. So we'll wait and see. Something still exciting is going to come out of this case for the worse. Thank Jen. Hi, Spirit never lies. He's such a liar. Wow. Wow. Right? Right? Spirit be on it. The Caribbean islands do not change time, fall back, slash forward. Learn this while working in Puerto Rico. Mic drop. Yes. All right, guys. This 2-hour show was so worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please spread the word about me. Not enough people is following me. So I need your help. You have to be like, go follow Tracy. She's the best psychic. Go get readings from her. Spirit don't never lie. Now, the only time I have problems with my clients is if the community dick that they're dating is their God. And I can't win against a community dick. I can't. Cause that dude, he'll fuck you good. It'll make you crazy. It'll make you kill your mama. I promise you. So if you're willing to listen and open up and grow out of your experience with Community Dick, or if you just got like real time questions for your lifestyle, your changes, I got you. Spirit got you. All right. Now Kristen and Justin is speaking. All them boys going down. No worry, dinosaur. No worry. No one's blaming you. Let's see what else. No LP ain't Community D for nothing. Yes. This tea was juicy today. Please spread the word. This is a good reading. All right, guys, let's wait for the verdict. I'll be back if the verdict comes out today, but I think it's going to come out on Monday. Take it easy, guys. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.